guys. All right, so we are on part 2 of Mozart, and this is how he croaked. It says, every good boy does fine. Now, the facts that we have here are important, and they are highlighted for you, but I don't know if you can see them, so I'm going to read them to you.
They can read it. 30 seconds.
Okay, so it says, he was a musician and composer. He was born in Salzburg, Austria. Not Australia, Austria. Very different places. He was born on January 27th, 1756. Long, long time ago. He died in Vienna, Austria on December 5th, 1791. So what do you guys think? Was he old?
No.
No, he wasn't. He was only 35 years old. Okay. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart had a golden ear and a magic fingers. As a little kid, he'd hear a piece of music only once and be able to play it back perfectly. That's called perfect pitch, by the way. People paid through their noses to watch this young genius sit and play the pianoforte before his feet even reached the floor. So Mozart's father took him on a 4-year concert tour to perform for the likes of Marie Antoinette and King George III, all before little Wolfie was even 10. Wolfie was his nickname, by the way. Mozart plucked...
Did he eat people?
No. Mozart plucked billions of notes out of countless instruments with those talented hands, and when he got sick, his fingers were the first to go. This is a very, very funny picture of Mozart dying.
A little up. Perfect.
Thank you. All right.
What is it?
Oh, you want to see it? They want to see it.
What is that about? Why is it
That's
so
Mozart. Well, it's not really funny, haha. It's just funny, sad. Do you see the guy who he actually has a clothes pinch on his nose, and we're going to find out why. The boy wonder supported his family in grand style. They bought fancy clothes and a carriage with 7 horses and moved to a better part of town. His father even charged admission to watch him practice. Mozart performed 24/7, but the gigs dried up when Mozart grew into a gawky teen with a huge head. Gawky. Do you guys know what gawky means? All right, we're going to highlight that one so we can figure out what gawky means after this. If there are any words that you don't get, please tell me. He still cried easily and always loved a good fart joke, but his cute money-making prodigy years were definitely over. His father was not amused. We're going to do that after. Okay, how about prodigy? Do we know what prodigy means?
Yeah.
Okay, well, not everyone does, so we're going to talk about that. Mozart became the concert master of Salzburg courts and taught music to the children of nobility. Do we know what nobility are?
No.
No, we're going to make sure we know what nobility
Why don't
are.
I just write them down?
Why don't you wait? Okay. But the pay was low. He moved to Vienna in his 20s, but Emperor Joseph didn't hire him. Mozart made money writing dance songs for the balls at the court, but he really wanted to write sonatas, symphonies, and other important music. I think we should highlight undefined sonatas. And what about symphonies?
I don't know them.
Well, if he doesn't know them, you might not either. And other important music you had to listen to while sitting in a chair. Unfortunately, that kind of music wouldn't pay for his fancy lifestyle. Mozart worked hard and wrote everything fast, without any crossouts or first drafts. Imagine that. Imagine not being able to use whiteout or do things a second time. He wrote everything the first time around. His famous operas, The Magic Flute, that's my favorite, The Marriage of Figaro, and Don Giovanni, which was one of my first operas I ever saw, to name a few. But he also partied hard, primped, and shot till he dropped. Do we know what primped means?
No.
No.
Is that a
Patrick,
girl?
you're not helping, my darling.
Is that a girl?
Yes, that's a girl. Mozart married Constanze Weber. She came from a musical family and she knew a man with rhythm when she saw one. They had 6 children, but only 2 survived to adulthood. When things got tough, he sold his wife's silver and jewels to make some cash. Do you think that went well? To sell jewels? To sell your wife's jewelry? Not so much.
If I sold my wife's jewelry, I wouldn't be surprised if she left me.
True. Mozart could keep a beat, but his forward-thinking, innovative music was out of sync with his own times. Please don't do that. So he ended up a starving artist. Actually, I told you both not to.
I know, but I told him not to.
I want to go back to work. Innovative. Do we know what innovative means?
Like, not
We'll define
motivated.
it later.
Not motivated.
Nope, but good guess.
Motivated.
We'll find out later. Throughout his life, he would get a sore throat, and then his shoulders, hips, knees, and finger joints swelled up and hurt so badly he couldn't move. Nobody knew what it was. We're going to find out in the next one what it was.